Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Man Cave. And I see a few comments, or a couple of comments out there, but doesn't look like we got very many folks on yet this evening. There's the third one. There's Joe Nigan, WP, and Gino Hitch. So we're glad you're all here. We'll get going very quickly. I thought I'd play the guitar this evening and just do some old country songs and just kind of do it in sort of a relaxed mode. I'm kind of celebrating because I did get that lawn tractor, well, the hard parts of it. I got the hard parts put back together. All the hydraulics and all that stuff's back together. So now I just got to put the mower deck on it and the seat back on it, a few things like that, add a little oil here and there, and give it a try. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the try part. But looks like we got 13 viewers at the moment. I'm playing, I think this is a 1942. I think it's what they told me, but I'm not 100% sure. It's 42 or 41. It's an 018 Martin. Needs a neck reset. It plays okay the way it is, but they've shaved the bridge way down. It's really thin, and they've even cut a groove in it to get it lower. So it needs a new bridge, it needs a neck reset, and put it back up in good shape that way, you know. And tomorrow, if you're a regular vlogger, you'll want to tune in for tomorrow for sure, because I'm going to show you some of the things that were in the case with this instrument in tomorrow's vlog. And the reason is because they're interesting. I think you'll enjoy seeing what's in there. And it won't be too long. I'll start working on this thing. Still have 13 viewers. I was hoping to see that count pop up there a little bit higher before we get started. I'm going to start off with a song that I just recently learned. I'd never done it before until just a couple of weeks ago. It's a Randy Travis tune called On the Other Hand. I'm going to do this in G. I think it's only G, C, and D. I can't remember if there's a minor in this or not. Yeah, I think there is. I think there's a 2 minor, so that would be your A minor. I'll probably just hit it as an A7th because that's easy for me since I'm playing guitar. I'm not a real guitar player. Now we got 17 viewers, so here we go. On one hand, I count the reasons I could stay with you and hold you close to me all night long. So many lovers' games that love to play with you. On one hand, there's no reason why that's wrong. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand. In your arms I feel the passion that I thought had died, and when I looked into your eyes I found myself. And when I first kissed your lips, man, I felt so alive. I gotta hand it to you, girl, you're something else. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand. Yeah, the reason I must go 'Cause on the other hand, and I just assumed you would know the guitar chords, and that's probably a bad assumption. That's G, that's C, that's D, and that's how I play my A. Anyway, I'm going to be playing fairly simple cowboy chords or whatever, because I don't know anything else. That's the easy reason why I do that. I've got about 20 viewers now. I said 23 a second ago, so I guess somebody didn't like my explanation. Anyway, the next one I'm going to do it in the key of C, and it's called Two Gun Daddy. I heard Merle Haggard do this. I kind of imagine, I don't know, but I kind of imagine it might be a Jimmie Rodgers tune. So it's called Two Gun Daddy. It's in C, so this is going to be C, F, and G. C, F, and G. 1, 4, 5. So that's 1, 4, 5 in this case. My friends call me Two Gun, and I answer when they call. My friends call me Two Gun, and I answer when they call. Got one in my boot tops, one in my overall. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Get me water when I'm thirsty, and a bottle when I'm dry. Give me water when I'm thirsty, and a bottle when I'm dry. Play me sad music when I want to cry. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. I've rode some freight trains, rode some aeroplanes. Yeah, I've rode some freight trains, I've rode some aeroplanes. I don't care how I travel, 'cause I get there just the same. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Well, I've got a good line and it works every time. Yeah, I got a good line, it works every time. When I start to use it, the women all stand in line. Now you may think I'm lying, that what I say ain't true. You may think I'm lying, that what I say ain't true. If you don't believe me, woman, well, just let me try my line on you. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Hi-de, yodelay, 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 yodelay. Fingers are stiff. I should have used the vibrator on my hand. I didn't have enough time. I was working on that lawn tractor till just up a little before this, and then I ate a quick dinner and then found a few songs. And by that time, it was time to go live. Oh my gosh. I haven't done a lot of these in a while either, so got to remember them. That's another thing, is under pressure, it's always hard to remember those words. We're up to about 24 viewers now, so I appreciate y'all being here. Let's see. Here's one that I only do this song just so I can say the guy's name that made it famous. His name was Hawkshaw Hawkins. With a name like, you just have to say that name every once in a while. That is a heck of a name for a country singer, country star. I think he was the one. I think he died in the plane crash with Patsy Cline, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, this is C, F, and G. Had our number changed today, although I hated to. For every time the phone would ring, they'd want to speak to you. And it hurt to tell them you're not here with me. So maybe now, oh telephone, you'll let me be. It's not in the book now, you'd better write it down, just in case your love for me should ever come back around. You might want to call and break the news to me. So just call Lonesome 77203. I keep the phone beside me almost all the time, hoping that you'll call and say you've changed your mind. If you do, then darling, you'll know where I'll be. So just call Lonesome 77203. I know the next verse. You're the only one I've given our new number to, so that if the phone should ring, well then I'll know it's you. If you ever long for love that used to be, just call Lonesome 77203. And I'll accept the charges you can call collect to me. So just call Lonesome 77203. Well, that was an old song that was written back when the phone numbers had the 2 letters at the beginning and when you could accept a collect call. And I felt compelled to write that tag on there about the collect call because I worked for AT&T at the time. Why not drum up a little business, huh? So anyway, I'll accept the charges you can call collect to me. I thought it fit. It seemed like a pretty good line to me. Anyway, that was Lonesome 77203. I always did like that song. I just thought it was a cool song. But I especially like the guy's name, Hawkshaw Hawkins. How would you ever come up with a name like that? Let's see. The next one is another one of my old-time favorites. This is the Tom T. Hall. It's going to be C, F, and G. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. They said for the last 2 weeks that he suffered and cried. And it made a big impression on me, though I was just a barefoot kid. Well, they said he got religion at the end, and I'm glad that he did. Old Clayton was the best guitar picker in our town. And I thought he was a hero, so I used to follow Clayton around. And I often wondered why Clayton, who seemed so good to me, well, he never took his guitar and made it down in Tennessee. Well, Daddy said he drank a lot, but I could never understand. Well, I knew he used to pick up in Ohio with a 5-piece band. Clayton used to tell me, son, you ought to put that old guitar away. He said there ain't no money in it, it'll lead you to an early grave. Now I guess if I'd admit it, Clayton taught me how to drink booze. I can see him half stoned picking out the lovesick blues. And when Clayton died, I made him a promise that I was gonna carry on somehow. I'd give $100 if he could only see me now. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. And I've known a lot of fine preachers who know a lot more than I do, but it could be that the good Lord likes a little picking too. Yeah, I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Oh, there you have it, on a 1942 0018 Martin guitar. That'll hopefully soon be better. And it'll probably even sound better. Honestly, it don't sound bad, but I bet you the thing will really pop and ring once it gets set up the way it's supposed to be set up. Let's see. Here's one that I haven't done in years and years. Well, actually, that's not true. I think I've done it with the band a time or two over the last 4 or 5 years, but I used to do this song all the time and hardly ever do it anymore. It's in G. It's going to be, I don't think there's any off chords at all. I think it's just 1-4-5, I think. But there might be a 2 in it, which would be an A. It's possible there's a minor, but I don't think so. I just can't remember until I start playing it. And hopefully I can find it if they're in there. But anyway, we're going to do this in G. I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder, and I spend most all my life searching for that 4-leaf clover. Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbow, and honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for the whole wide world to sing. It never gets old, it only grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. And honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. And honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. Been a long time. Let's see. Here's another one I used to do. I quit doing this one about at least 15 or more years ago, and I haven't done this one until tonight, I don't think. And the reason is because Beverly does this song, so I never bother. It's in G. I think this is just 1-4-5. I don't think there's even a 2 in this one. I don't think. Would you look at what came down the road today, wanting me to be one more mistake to make, a bridge to burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Now I don't know who you think you run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. I'm not gonna be your stepping stone among the other hearts that you've walked on. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Now I don't know who you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Or something like that. There's Bert Pichon there. Old Bert happens to be the owner of this thing right here. So, Bert, I thought, what the heck, might as well play it a little bit, and this way we'll have a before and after, you know. Now, I probably won't get on this for another few days or maybe even a week or maybe longer than that because I'm still in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll get on it before too long. And I thought it'd be fun to play this evening. It's a nice little guitar. It really is. It's got a good sound. I can't play. I'd probably mess that one up. I hardly ever do that song. Let's see. Let me try this one. Here's another one I hardly ever do either. Well, in fact, I don't do hardly any of these songs. Hardly ever. Let's see. This is the one Merle wrote about the fella that went to his death when he was in San Quentin prison. He felt like the man was innocent. That was just his personal feeling, that he thought the man was innocent, and they took an innocent man to his death. And he wrote this song about that. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request, and let him sing me back home the song I used to hear. Make my old memory come alive. Take me back home. Man, I'm messing that all to pieces, and I'm getting worse, and I was getting choked, and on top of everything else. I'm going to try that one more time. I'm sorry. I think I have about 19 things bugging me right now, like my left ear's itching, my throat was about to strangle me, something's in my eye. And I probably could come up with some more excuses. But the bottom line is I just botched that big time. I'm going to try it one more time, and if I don't get it, I'll just pass up and go to the next one. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. let him sing me back home with this song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning when a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers before Mama sang, could I hear it once before you move along? So won't you sing me back home with the song I used to hear? Make my old memories come alive. So take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Won't you sing me back home before I die? I tried. That's all I can say. I tried. I messed that one up pretty bad. I think again, it's the playing the guitar thing. I'm used to the mandolin. I can get through those chords no problem on the mandolin, but here I have to think, and that's not necessarily my strong suit anymore. Oh my goodness. Botch that if I try it. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps moving on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When that train keeps rolling, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in that fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving. That's what tortures me. Now, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, well, I'd probably move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I'd like to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Ha 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 ha. So come over here, help me sing this song here, June. Ha 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 ha. Those are just some of the things I've heard him say on stage. Come over here, help me sing this song here, June. And, of course, he says suey all the time. Well, we got 52 viewers, so I guess some of you are braver than I thought. Dottie says she's here. Thank you. Have you played Help Is on the Way? No, I didn't. I'll see if I don't know if I can play that on a guitar. I'll give it a shot. What the heck? It's only it's only my pride. I used to do that in A, and that's where I started to go, but I'm going to do it in G because that's where I've been doing it lately. A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone. God sent Elijah to make his word known. He said, woman, don't you worry, for God sent me today. Before you even ask him, help was on the way. So just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. Troubles of this life come round and burdens get you down. You think no one is listening and you think no one's around. Just remember what his word said. Trust him and obey. Keep your eyes toward the heavens, because help is on the way. So just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. No, help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. And Dottie, I hope that sends some help your way. I know you're going through a lot right now, and I feel for you. Well, I don't know a whole lot of songs that I feel comfortable doing on the guitar, but I might be able to get through this next one here. But I'm going to capo up to the 2nd fret, so this will be in the key of D, because I'm going to play it out of C. So you have the option. You have the option of capoing up on the 2nd fret and then playing your C chord, C, F, and G. You can do it that way, or you can play it open, and it would be D, G, and A if you played it open in D. My good gal's trying to make a fool out of me. Yeah, my gal's trying to make a fool out of me. She's trying to make me believe I ain't got the old TB, and I got the TB blues. My fingers are so, I'm not kidding you, I couldn't bend. I'm trying to get that 7th, and I can't get my finger to bend. It won't bend. I've never experienced that before, where I can't get it to bend at all. Ah, man, I just guess I'll have to leave the 7ths out. Sorry about that. But that threw me a curve. I got the TB it confused to the other. Now that I stopped, I wanted to go back to the Two Gun Daddy yodel. I'm sorry. I can't even think of the lines now. I've got the Two Gun Daddy song in my head. It's heck to get old. When it rained down, sorrow rained all over me, Lord, Lord. When it rained down, sorrow rained all over me. Now my body rattles like a train on the old SP. Well, I got the TB blues. I got the old TB, I can't eat a bite. Got the old TB, Lord, I can't eat a bite. Got me worried so, can't even sleep at night. Got the TB blues. That old graveyard is a lonesome place. That old graveyard is a lonesome place. They turn you on your back, throw that dirt down in your face. Got the TB blues. I got the TB blues. Whew, that was rough. I learned that I can't hardly sing that song without that seventh, because it leads me into that next line, you know. And that finger, it's locked up, man. It's heck to get old, you know it? Well, I don't know. I'm really screwing up more than I'm doing good. I probably ought to just get off here. But we do have 55 viewers. If we had any requests, I see one there, Carmen. Again, I don't know if I can do that on the guitar either. I probably should switch over to my mandolin. That's what I probably should do. Yeah, the Great Dane Moore. Yeah, that's part of it, Preston. You got that right. I've been working hard. Not just today. I don't know now if it's about 4 days in a row. Spent most all day on that thing. And yeah, the hands they're paying for it. But I literally, it just feels like that finger won't bend down. It's just too much trouble. So I guess I'll have to skip that. Let me see if I can do Carmen on the guitar. Boy, this might be a total disaster. So I apologize if it works out that way. Carmen. Oops, I can't do it in D. I got to do it in C. Messed up. So I go right to the G on the yodel. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Tonight I am making, my body is shaking. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight there'll be no room for tears in my bedroom. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight as I stand here, I've noticed my hands here trembling as never before. My feelings I can't hide, resistance is all that my pride will rush outside the moment she walks through the door. The lips that have kissed her, that's loved her and missed her, are lips that have cursed her at night. Through anguish and torment I've cursed as the nights went from darkness till dawn's golden light. Oh, I thought of just taking these two hands and breaking that body I'm making to touch. I find while I'm waiting there's no time for hating, while anticipating woman I wanted so much. I know I messed this up because I don't have any idea what the chords are in D. flowers to brighten the hours. I put brand new sheets on the bed. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, recalling, remembering the way that she tosses her head. I've given much thought to the fact that I ought to have more control over my life. How can I fight it? There's no way to hide it. I cannot deny it, the love that I have for my wife. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Yeah, I forgot I modulated on that. Yeah, on the mandolin, it's second nature. I know exactly what to do. On this, I didn't have a clue. Oh, if I'm not brave, I'm nothing. At least I'm brave. I try anything once. The thing I do better than anybody is screw up. I really do. I've got that cornered. I can do that better than anybody that ever picked up a guitar. I can screw up with the best of them. Let's see. Preston says, Jerry, your poor hand. Oh, okay, that was what we read earlier. Let's see. Stephen Smith says, your yodeling's very good. Really enjoyed it. Well, thank you. Let me do a different yodel tune with the mandolin. I can do it a lot better with the mandolin. At least I hope I can. Oh my goodness. Let's just assume it's in tune. I haven't touched it since we got back from Mountain View, so it's probably close enough for who's singing, you know. If it was you singing, I'd probably have to tune it, but for me, it really won't make any difference. Let's go to E, Edward. So this is going to be 1, 4, 5. Be E, A, and B. But it moves kind of fast in those, but it's just 1, 4, 5. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone that I thought was mine. There ain't nothing left for me to do but cry all over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but I couldn't go, for I wouldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone that I thought was mine. There ain't nothing left for me to do but cry all over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but I couldn't go, for I wouldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Without you, you got me singing the blues. Or something like that. Probably should have tuned it. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Let's see. Well, Paul Lyle gave me a thumbs up, so thank you, from Northern California. And Gino Hitch says, thank you, Jerry. It was great. Well, thank you. You guys are too easy. Yeah, I know what it sounds like. You don't have to tell me. You guys are just kind. That's what it is. Anyway, I think I'm going to let that be it, guys. I appreciate it. I did a whole lot of songs. I'm surprised how many we got through there. That had to be at least 10. Well, probably more than that. 'Cause I had 8 on the list. I did those 8, and then probably at least 4 more, maybe 5 more. So anyway, Jeff says, that guitar sounds really nice, Jerry. When you put your hands on it, repair it, watch out. Yeah, that guitar is going to be a killer guitar. I'm seriously telling you, it's going to be killer. You put that deer antler saddle on there with a new bridge and get that neck set at the proper angle. Oh my gosh. And get the intonation right. And like that's the one thing, in case you don't know, if you've not heard me rant on this before, intonation is everything. You know how they say in real estate, location, location, location. That's all that matters. It's location. That's your main thing in real estate, location. You have to have a good location, or it's, you've got nothing if you're not in a good location. Well, that's kind of the way it is with an instrument. You've got nothing unless you've got good intonation. Intonation, if you don't understand it, means that when you have it tuned open in G, then you press, say, like a G note at the 12th fret, that it's exactly in the same pitch. In other words, your tuner goes to the dead center on the G when it's open. Your tuner should go to dead center G when it's noted at the 12th fret. Just as an example, that's just what it means. So that's good intonation. If your instrument does not intonate well, then it never ever plays a chord well, because every note is off a bit and it never has one harmonious, perfect sound. I'm seriously telling you, there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, more important than intonation. So that's the cool thing about the fact that this, see, now, let's say this only needed a neck reset. Well, I wouldn't really be able to get perfect intonation on this thing. I mean, it might just accidentally have perfect intonation. So, I mean, it's possible, but I mean, if it needed work and all I needed to do was a neck reset, you can't fix the intonation with just a neck reset. You typically have to move the bridge or move the saddle or whatever. And so what I'm going to do on this one is, once we get the neck set perfectly, then I'll make a new bridge and we'll float the saddle till, we'll put the bridge in place. We won't glue it down yet. And we'll float the saddle on that bridge until we get it exactly where it notes perfectly at all those points. Every string notes perfectly open and at the 12th fret. And then it's perfect. I'll mark that spot on the saddle. I'll mark that on the bridge, I should say. I'll cut the slot in that exact spot, put this saddle in there, and trust me, this thing's going to kill when you do that. Because it does intonate pretty well right now, I got to say. I mean, it's not far off. But when you put a capo on it, it gets a little bit sharp, a little bit. And, technically, when you put your capo on it shouldn't get sharp. It should just be right, it should be real close. And it's not very bad. I mean, I've heard instruments get way more sharp than this one gets, but it does get a little bit sharp. So anyway, that's my point, is about intonation. You can't have one harmonious sound unless all of those notes are intonated properly. They've got to be top dead center, and then it's almost like you turn the volume up, and it's also so much cleaner and clearer sound. It's really hard to explain. When you have an instrument that doesn't intonate properly and you change it, it sounds like a different instrument entirely. So anyway, that's my spiel on intonation, and there you go. That didn't cost you any extra, so you can check your intonation on your instrument, and that's the best thing you can do for your instrument, is to get it to intonate properly. And you might say, well, how do you do that? Well, one more thing I want to add is, don't hear me say this. Please hear me say this, and don't do this. Do not try to fix it at your nut. Lots of knuckleheads, there's plenty of knuckleheads out there, and a lot of people just swear up and down that that's the way to do it. Fix it right here at your nut. You can change the length of your nut or set it back or that. Do not do that. Every single note is measured from your nut. And when you start screwing around with the nut, you've just screwed around with every fret on your fretboard. And so don't mess with the nut. If you're going to change it at your saddle.
make your saddle go forwards, backwards, file it backwards, file it forwards, whatever you want to do. You're free to mess with the saddle. Don't mess with your nut. Didn't cost you any extra. Y'all have a great evening. See you tomorrow on the vlog, and I'll show you on the screen. I'll scan in some of these documents that are in the case on this old guitar. I think you'll really enjoy it. Enjoy seeing it. So catch up with me tomorrow about 1 o'clock. We'll see you then. Thanks so much for being here.